let's get into another one of our topics. And let's talk about this dude that, was out here, that got caught out there with Ariana Grande. So y'all heard that there's this guy that went around. There was a situation that happened with him and Ariana Grande where she was promoting Wicked for Good. He jumped over the barricade, ran up to her, wanted to take a photo bomb and all, wrapped his hand around her. She weighed like 12 pounds soaking wet, and her personal security Cynthia Erivo jumped in and was about to throw them bows on that boy. So what had happened was he did 9 days in jail. He was banned from Singapore, sent back to Australia. So for those who haven't been paying attention, Lady Gaga is currently in Australia doing multiple dates of the Mayhem Ball. And she basically told her security team, and they showed it on a video that I saw. Like you literally see his face on one of the pictures. I might actually bring that video up for y'all to see if you haven't seen it. But yeah, they have his face on pictures outside of the stadium that if he tries to come up in here and be a part, like see the Mayhem Ball, he is not allowed inside. So he's been banned from seeing Lady Gaga's Mayhem Ball, which I told you I've seen like 5 out of the 6 shows at the Garden. Phenomenal show. She definitely gives a great show. It's a good show. Definitely check it out. But so, according to Pink News, they said the Australian man who accosted Ariana Grande at the premiere of Wicked for Good in Singapore has been reportedly banned from attending Lady Gaga's The Mayhem Ball tour. Johnston Wen was arrested after grabbing the movie star as she walked the red carpet. Oh, sorry, the yellow carpet. They always change the colors at Universal Studios. Cynthia Erivo was applauded for stepping in. Don't even get me started on that whole situation because the way y'all been going online about their relationship has had me cackling. But let's move on. So, Wen was sentenced after pleading guilty to a charge of public nuisance. Passing sentence, District Judge Christopher Goh noted that Wen had behaved similarly on previous occasions. When it was known online as Pajama Man, frequently posts footage of his public stunts. Notably, he interrupted Katy Perry's gig in Sydney and the weekend's Melbourne concert. So yeah, now it's going to get to a point that now that Lady Gaga has started this, watch every artist that goes to Australia. So the next time Pink decides to go on tour, she'll be like, ban this queen from messing up my show. Because to me, it looked like Pink is not like all these other girls. She ain't gonna look at you. She gonna deck you in your throat. She from Philly at the end of the day. So she's not gonna let you get away with that mess. So, sir, it looks like now it's gonna be at a point where you're not even gonna be able to the only way you're gonna be able to see concerts is through fan footage on YouTube or TikTok. You just gonna have to live vicariously through other people because you out here being stupid. Now they're not gonna let you in. So now they said with Gaga performing in Australia, some social posts suggest that Wen has been banned from venues where Gaga is performing. One Gaga fan account posted, Lady Gaga's security team issued orders to prevent Johnson Wen from entering the venues due to his recent attack on Ariana Grande and his victory of stage intrusion. So yeah, I do have that video. Hold on. Let me so let me pull that up. It's not even it's like a 8-second video. If you could probably hold on. Let's see if I can pull that video. It was Lady Gaga now. That's who had the video. So yeah, you can see her. uh, if you actually look, you can see his picture. Right here, you can see that crazy hair, and you see the face. You can't read what the note says, but you pretty much have an idea of like, yeah, they definitely got him on paper. And then it said they have a photo of the guy who tackled Ariana on the security briefing. Now you know what me, when I get my briefings and stuff when I work at the garden, I don't have it sticking out where y'all could see exactly what my notes and stuff because we're not what the thing is, you're not allowed to share your notes with a lot of y'all that's coming in. Y'all not supposed to know the information that we're supposed to know. Now, if there's certain things that we want to let you know, we'll tell you. But a lot of stuff that's going on in our notes, we're not supposed to let anybody know that. So I don't understand why he had the paper all out unless he was willing to kind of give that information out there, or somebody was just being nosy, decided to zoom in. So the caption is accompanied by a video that appears to show a security guard y'all saw holding a piece of paper, including a photo of Wen. Gaga opened the Australian leg of her tour in Melbourne on Friday and Saturday night. Her next stop is Brisbane on Tuesday. That's today, December. Oh, today's my grandfather's birthday. May he rest in peace. The Abracadabra hitmaker is then set to conclude the Australian tour in Sydney with two nights on December 12th and 13th. Now, when Wynne was sentenced, Judge Go outlined, you should be mindful that these are always consequences for one's actions. You seem to be attention seeking, thinking only of yourself and not the safety of others when committing these acts. Now, while Wynne may be banned, LGBTQ plus pride flags are not. Fans flocking to see Mother Monster have come bearing gifts and signs, but venue organizers are asking fans to leave them behind. Now, depending on the venue, there are rules in place that ban fans from entering with gifts, flowers, or stuffed toys. The request has been linked to recent incidences where concert goers have nearly hit Gaga with gifts like they're throwing on stage. Now, out of all the Australian venues, Melbourne's Marvel Stadium are most strict. The rules of signs, banners, and flags are very strict. They said no signs, no banners, no flags are allowed. Also, no gifts permitted, including no stuffed toys or flowers. However, there is an exception with a footnote that states pride flags without a pole are allowed. So I agree with that because I understand that during Vanish Into You, she does go on the floor and she goes around and she's singing the song and she's collecting gifts from a lot of the fans who are up front. So now that, of course, a lot of y'all, I understand y'all probably mean well, but but throwing stuff on stage, it's bad. And it's a pretty intricate type show, and you can't have people slipping and falling on things that y'all are throwing on stage, and who knows what y'all bringing up in there. And so, yeah, unfortunately, they can't have all that stuff in there anymore. And also, I already knew. Well, of course, me working a couple of her shows, she is very strict in regards of like a lot of things that she wants at a lot of these venues, including like for me and myself, I can't even go back a house with situations because she likes her privacy, all this other stuff. So a lot of us who normally like to float back in back a house because we got to get to point A and point B, we got to change up our route because depending on the celebrity, you know, we have to abide by certain rules because, you know, if they're renting out the venue, they get to have the say so over us. It's not our house that day, it's theirs, depending on how much money they put behind these shows. So it is what it is. And unfortunately, see, young man, you did something stupid. Now look at you. You ain't gonna be able to go to another damn concert in Australia. So I say all this to say, what do you guys think of this story regarding the latest news on Johnson Wynn being banned from seeing Lady Gaga and probably other future celebrities who are going to follow suit on this in concert because he don't know how to act because he doing all this foolishness for clout. Hope it was worth it, sir. So let me know what you guys think of this story in the comments down below.